What's up guys, JB2017 here, and today I'm unboxing the 2TB Xbox One S. In this video, I'll take everything out of the box, show it off to you guys, and then compare it to my Xbox One 2013 launch edition. Starting off, this is the box that it came in. It's actually not that big since the console is apparently 40% smaller. There's been some controversy about that, but we'll get to that in just a second. You have Lara Croft, Master Chief, Marcus Phoenix, and of course a Forza Motorsport car on the back, and so nice, sleek box, pretty standard, nothing super special about it. Opening the box now, once again, I was actually surprised there's not actually a ton of stuff in here. Most of the space is taken up by the console itself. There's about 4 or 5 things in here. So you've got that little booklet right there. Of course, I know how to use an Xbox One, so that's not really super useful to me, but there are a few other little compartments here. First off, we're going to take the one that's sitting underneath the Xbox One S, or at least from this perspective it is. And so from here, you get a nice 14-day trial for Xbox Live, and I don't need that, so I'm just going to show it to you guys right here on the screen now. Whoever gets it, first come, first serve. And lucky to that person, congratulations. And then you have a little, booklet, user manual for that. Again, don't really need that, gonna put that to the side. And you get the nice stand, so we're gonna see how that snaps onto the Xbox One S. The Xbox One S is different in that you can use it vertically. You can actually set it down vertically, and it snaps into place. It's really cool, so we're about to see that. Taking a look now at the smaller box within the large box, we have the HDMI cable. I've always liked the Xbox branded HDMI cables. They're really durable and sturdy, so got another one of those. And then we have the white Xbox One S controller, and you can buy this one separately. Actually, I'm not sure how much it is. It might be the same price. It might be a little more expensive if you want it separately, but it's beautiful. I mean, it really is. I haven't had a white Xbox controller since the Xbox 360. It's really kind of nostalgic in that sense. So the top part is different. It doesn't have the black part like it does on the normal Xbox One controllers. It also has this nice little grip on the back. It's really subtle though. It's not really something I don't think a lot of people are going to tell from just holding the controller. So we'll look more closely at the controller in just a little bit. In the last little compartment, we have the power cable. And finally, they got rid of that giant power brick. That's no longer a thing with the Xbox One S. It's actually internally inside of the console. So really glad they got rid of that. Now, as you can tell, this is the last thing inside of the entire box, the Xbox One S console itself. And of course, it's in one of these slip covers like they usually do with a little bit of tape. But once you take that off, you can see this is a very beautiful console. It's very nice to look at. I love the white. Once again, it really makes me nostalgic about the Xbox 360. And so I'm going to spin this around just a few times for you guys. You've got that warning sticker on there, a bunch of vents on the left. Of course, the disc tray is on the left side of the front of the console as well. On the back, we have all these different plugins. We're going to zoom in and look at a little bit closer in just a second. Once again, you can see the power goes in the back there, and the brick is inside internally. More vents on the top and the side on the right side, and there it is. We're going to look at all angles of the Xbox One S again in just a minute here, but first off, I wanted to show you guys how the vertical stand snapping works. So you turn the Xbox One S upside down, and then it snaps into place. It does require a good amount of force. As you can tell, I had to use both hands here and kind of maneuver it in a certain way, and finally you'll hear a loud click and you'll know it's snapped into place. And I really like the look of it snapped onto this vertical piece. It's really simple. It's not too much busyness going on. I'm just going to rotate it for you guys. Once again, you can see the circular vent on the top there. Once again, this is what the back looks like. And then, of course, the bottom of the console is all black. And so I'm just going to grab the controller and put it in a position where it looks real nice next to the console, and you can tell this is really good looking. I mean, I really love the look of this console. Now we're going to do some side-by-side comparisons between the Xbox One S and the launch Xbox One. So as you can tell, in width and length, it's definitely smaller. When you set them side-by-side vertically like this, you can definitely tell that it's a lot less wide. And then the back parts, as you can tell right here, things are being shifted around in different places. You don't have all that dead space on the right, and as you can tell, if you stand them up like this, definitely not as long in this respect. Standing straight up now, you can tell from a height perspective, if you were to put both vertically, clearly the Xbox One S is smaller, and then once again from the front perspective, just giving you another angle, it's definitely a lot smaller. And finally, just to compare, I put the launch day one edition of the Xbox One 2013 controller next to the new Xbox One S white controller. So to wrap up the video, I'm just going to talk about the specs of the Xbox One S and also what it does differently. So first off, you've got 2 terabytes, of course, of 500 gigabyte hard drive is standard in the Xbox One. They upgraded a little bit, but for the launch edition, that's pretty much what you got. And so that's what I had. I bumped up to 4 times the storage space, which was a lot better in my opinion. The Xbox One S also definitely boots up faster. I want to say about 25% faster than my old launch Xbox One, which is definitely nice. You get 4K streaming, which is great. So if I want to stream Netflix from my Xbox One S, I have crystal clear quality. Even if I don't have a 4K TV, it is about as good as it gets as long as my internet can handle it. There's also been reports that the Xbox One S gives you higher frames in certain games, up to 9 frames per second. So just under 10. That's a pretty significant difference when you're running a lot of games at around 30 FPS. I mean, I guess we're talking about 60 FPS games, but it does make a difference in certain games, which is pretty big for some people. Overall, I'm super happy with my Xbox One S. I'm really glad I have that extra storage space. That's a huge part for me. And also, I'm glad I just have another Xbox. I'm glad they came out with a new version because I recently moved and I need to have one Xbox in my office for work, and of course one in the living room just to entertain people or to play with other people when they come over. And so that's kind of the idea and the reason why I went ahead and purchased the Xbox One S. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, remember to hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. Look forward to more Fallout 4 and No Man's Sky content on my channel very soon. Talk to you guys next time. Peace!